sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we have the Oakland Raiders. They go play action here on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tamba Hali's stock and trade is a quick first step to the quarterback, and he knows how to finish when he arrives.
It finds Crabtree for the completion. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that.
That helped back in high school. Card out a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rivera's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Play action. It's Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Reggie Nelson is a safety who prides himself on being a ball hawk, but at times will guess and sometimes give up the big play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They go with Murray again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And now here comes Kansas City. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
And can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come and lead to no yards gained.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Well, what happened to Kelce in Week 15? He was under 100 yards. He had 4 straight weeks of over 100. He couldn't set the record for tight end with 5 straight over 100.
Yeah, just really fell off the pace, didn't he? I think what it probably meant, a lot more attention paid to him in the passing game. A lot more guys trying to cover him. He's having a sensational 2016, and I know that he's going to be a big target for Kansas City down the stretch.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Here's Carr to throw. Caught left side to Crabtree. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Murray. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, here's Washington. They get 9 out of that one, and as as a result, the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll come out in the pistol. They bring Crabtree in motion right. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. A strong running. Latavius Murray. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 65 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And that'll be incomplete. Well, partner, recently we've had a lot of MVP discussions. Here's the thing I wanted to ask you. A guy like David Johnson having a great year, but his team's below 500. Should he be able to win the MVP award?
Personally, I think so. I think what always hurts a guy like David Johnson in that position is if you have other people having monster years as well. So for a lot of voters, the tiebreaker is who's having a better team season. And that's what ends up eliminating guys like David Johnson. Despite the year he's having, in any normal deal, David Johnson being one of the top 2 guys for the MVP race.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, Smith. Caught, Kelce, left side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. To the right side, it's Kelce. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Murray. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here in the NFL on EA Sports. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Cooper, the man in motion right. In motion left, that's Cooper. It's Washington. And some room to maneuver. And a cut to all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, 31 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Smith now to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Perry Riley. And his guys are going to...
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. sing, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sing, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. Daddy, let me in. If not, I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised, ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money, got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight, yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang, nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money, got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now, everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money, got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now, everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Packers going up against the Broncos. With that, let's send you out to Denver. We're standing by in the booth, our two men who will call the game for us. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. Throwing on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
319, 850.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long.
And when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They come out here in the eye. Here's Justin Forsett, his first carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Forsett. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. Charles, it hasn't really been the rookie year that Devontae Booker probably envisioned or the Denver Broncos envisioned for him.
No, I would agree with that totally. In fact, coming out of University of Utah and him going into 4th round, which I thought was low.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is James Starks, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And an alley to run. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
26.
On first down, Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Every time we talk with a defensive coordinator, they discuss taking away the best options an offense has going into a game. And I would think that Jordy Nelson would represent one of those options you need to take away. And what did he do against Chicago? Late in the game, it's on the line, and he goes big, 60-yard play on a 3rd and 11.
And what does a healthy Jordy Nelson do for this Packers offense?
He does everything for this Packers offense. Before, we always talked about his ability to stretch a team, stretch them deep. Now we're talking about his ability to do that and catch all the underneath stuff, be that #1 receiver that opens up the field for all the rest of them.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Aqib Talib is one of the great gambling corners in the league. When he gets an idea and a notion and jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team.
On the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in, and the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this Broncos on. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. Uses the stiff arm. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
Now Lynch. And this one complete to Virgil Green. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here's Lynch. Looking deep for Demaryius. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, second quarter. Red zone opportunity. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. So now it's 1st and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Old-time Montgomery, he might have altered some fantasy football league playoff races with what he did in Week 15 on that blustery day in Chicago. 162 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, not bad for a guy who was drafted to be a wide receiver. Played a little bit of running back at Stanford. About 220 pounds, so he's stronger and thicker than what people know. But here's the thing about him. Maybe Green Bay might start thinking about him as a long-term solution at the running back position when we thought he was just a stopgap here in 2016.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception. Happy holidays, everyone. It's a great time of year, isn't it? And I know that we've had a blast doing these updates here for Madden, and we certainly hope that you've had a blast receiving them. Now, Week 16, we will not have updates for you, but we'll be back for Week 17.
We will indeed. I like how you just popped in there right after the incompletion. Happy holidays, very enthusiastic. No, certainly, everybody enjoy the time with friends and family, and looking forward to 2017. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball.
And he's got it inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
319! Watch out, watch out, watch out. Galley, back. 630! Box it.
get this call down near the goal line. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. From the gun, it's Lynch. That's complete right around the 8. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They're going to go. It's Booker. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Good drive.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet. No respect, haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, straight to heaven. Drop the big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do.